This is Patrick. This is Patrick!
All right, Cincinnati, it is time for this town to get down.
Mike from Briar Blues here.
Welcome to the dark side.
Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboating son of a bitch, you old sailor, you.
Give me a hell yeah!
Good evening, fellow pipe smokers. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Matthew here from Picking and Piping.
Give me a hell yeah!
How dare you!
How about new?
Don't you laugh at it! Give me a hell yeah!
These are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. Morons. 2 hours later.
I got too much in my pipe. Let's try that again.
I'm getting really sick of guys named Todd.
Ooh, mercy. Holy mackerel. Oh my goodness. I know. I know. Welcome back.
That guy in a little coat.
Mercy, it is cold in here. Holy crap. Goodness gracious. Yes, indeed. Finally, goodness gracious. I know, I'm sorry. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, I tell you. It's good stuff. Who all do we have in the house? Lurker Troy. Got the motorboat. WKR Piper Cincinnati. John Joanna's. He's investing in that FTX stuff. It's a crypto winner. What's up, Jairus Piper? Don Graham, Patrick Grant. Good to see you. Peter, Radiant Pipes. John Galdieri. Don't you dare, sir. Jerry Wynn. I'm sure it's not an NFT, but I thought it was hilarious. Got a twisted stem. Maybe that should be a channel. The Twisted Stem. How's everybody? Smoke Kentucky Piper. Good to see you. Mark TPI. Mike from Briar Blues. Hike a Life. Welcome aboard. Clarence Wood, good to see you. Daniel Leslie, the man that asks all the questions because everybody asks where you're at to ask the questions. That's not a lie. Matthew, welcome aboard, Glumchum. Clarence Wood. Pipes of Old, good to see you, sir. Everett, good to see you, my man. Robert, Papa Bear's Nook. He's got good lives too. Robert's got his 12 days of Christmas going on. Make sure you're checking those out. Lurker Troy. Matthew from Picking and Piping. Good to see you, sir.
Excuse me. I'd like to
Always feel
ask
free
you
to
a
ask
few
questions.
questions.
Freebird, welcome aboard. Daniel Reeves, good to see you. Big country. Starting to look like a swamp. Might want to clean it out. Forget those fish. Wow. Did I miss anybody? Todd, good to see you, sir. Hopefully y'all are nice and warm in the new digs. All briared up. Good to see you, sir. Oh, it unsubbed you. Who knows? It's weird. It's weird. YouTube hates us. It's all right. I don't care. They're not going to monetize me, and I also don't buy subscriptions, except with your love. Did anybody buy Christmas blends this year? I have not, but Kringle Flake seems to have been popular. There you go. There's some Kringle Flake. Wash your mouth out, John. Goodness gracious. Well, he missed last night, Robert, when you were inebriated. It happened to me before too. There, I've had to sub people multiple times. Sometimes I just give up, and sometimes I do it again. You're inebriated with the spirit of the holidays. There we go. Some Christmas 22 blend. Plum pudding. I like plum pudding. It's good stuff. It is good stuff indeed. Welcome aboard, everybody. Good to see y'all. Of course, we take our break on Wednesday because Lord have mercy, am I tired sometimes. I slept in today. As in the wife took the boy to school. She took him to school. Thank heavens. I'll tell you, this Laurel Heights sure does smoke down to a fine ash. It's good stuff. I got a couple good ones in there. Welcome aboard. It is officially 10 days till the Christmas, and I believe Hanukkah starts tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Festivus. Whatever holiday you celebrate. Some Christmas cookie, some jolly old Saint Nick. By the way, the word of the day is a verb, and it is didn't think it was a verb. Thought it was a noun. Apparently it's a verb. Mango. M-A-N-G-O.
Excuse me.
One.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
To remove innards of stuff, especially with spicy foods. Seal and pickle or pour boiling vinegar over a fruit. It is to mango. M-A-N-G-O. M-A-N-G-O. Daniel, you can always just put your question right after the thing. Like right after the exclamation point ask. As long as you got a space in there, you can just put it all together, and it's you don't have to do it twice. Great question there, Daniel. I don't find that it does as much in terms of there's Phil. Good to see you, sir.
Maker extraordinaire.
I don't feel like it necessarily like it smokes better, as in like I like hangers because it just the mouthfeel of it just seems easier. I feel like I have a harder time clenching, you know, straight stems. Or almost like I have to work at it harder. What the mango man? You know, it'd be nice if y'all use it in the dang context of the definition. Sometimes I don't even know why I read it.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
Golly, the improbability drive. Giveth and it taketh away. We are gonna crack open. I need to warm up a little bit, so we're gonna crack open a little bit. A little bitty. Little ditty from Jack and Diane. Bang. We're gonna crack it open. Kapoop. Apparently, I just go through so much bourbon, I need Cincy to start funding me some. There we go. This thing's so big that I'm taking it out of that one. Makes sense. I also got some specialties in the mail, which I'm happy about. It's also...
It's Miller time.
Sort of. Tonight, we are enjoying a Broken Coast BC Lager. Well, does anybody know what BC stands for? BC Lager from Sweetwater. Let's see. I have this over here. I want to see what this is. Good buddy decided to send me some tobacco samples.
Excuse me.
And
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Your package under the tree there, Mike. Ooh. Oh no. So this wasn't what I thought. I gotta see if I can find that package. Somebody's really funny. Somebody is so damn funny. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it says it on the can, all right. Anyway, somebody also sent some samples, sample blends. I gotta find. That's not good. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. I guess when I find that envelope, I can show everybody. Oh, Glenn, you're here for the last 5 minutes? Okay.
Excuse me.
I'd
like to ask you a few questions.
I got something for you, Glenn. Let's see. Martin, do you feel the stem comfort is more than having an open draw for a better smoke? Absolutely. Whether it's acrylic or vulcanite, like some of them have a good mouthfeel. Some of them, it definitely varies. I do think cleaning straight stems are much better. By overwhelming request. But I mean, like, draw wise, I would guess that the straight stem probably has. I mean, it's like, you know, there's no, you know, moving around or anything. So I would imagine the straight stem could do it. There's always the P lip, and I do have my P lips from Peterson's. I do have that, and you hate that. So I do feel probably like the draw, it probably is negligible, but I could see that it could have a better draw in a straight for sure. Oh no, really, Robert? Good Lord.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Man, I've never seen so much esoterica hit at one time. I flushed it already. Didn't you hear it? Let's show Glenn how much these are going for. This will make him happy. $2022 drop. Look at that. Look at him hitting. Still made a dent. They didn't get as much as they thought they were going to get. Tilbury, yep, I see that one. Wow. Look, that looks like a very pressed new bag of Stonehaven and Penzance. How would you know? How would you even know if it's a 20? Like, is there something in it? Does it have like 524072? How do I know that means anything? What does that mean? Do they add up the days? Where's the 14? How do you know it's, how do you even know? I don't know if I believe it. That looks like an older bag. Wow. Man, I've never seen so many esotericas on the site. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. I wonder if I can look up. I'm gonna see if I can look up some of the older ones real quick. Let's see. Wow, look how much this went for. That is crazy. I know, Mike. I don't know why. Hey, Cliff. Good to see you, sir. Oh, Tex. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I don't know why I trust them. It's ridiculous. Cloud Bear. Good to see you. They do. Cloud Bear, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Look at that. That's crazy. I wonder if I can find another one. I got a couple of them. Wow. Wow. I don't believe some of these. I mean, I am, I'm kind of shocked, but not completely shocked.
Look at that grain.
I mean, look at these. Yes, what are you smoking and drinking tonight? Check this out. $131. $131. What's this? I've never had it. We're going to crack it open by the end of the year. $92 for 2 tins of And Soda Bed. $235 for Pembroke. Are you mad? Are you mad? How much does 10 of charge to list? I'm not sure what that even means. I mean, Bogus and Brawny, that's a little decent, but look at that. Reserve not met. Reserve not met. Reserve met. Reserve met. Wow. Wow. Freaking bonkers. That's just... This site is not going to help the overall cause. I'm just going to say that outright.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Look at this. This ended, I believe. This is from November. Holy crap. That's a good question. $500. Y'all are, that's freaking crazy. Jeez. They can 15% whatever the hell they want. They ain't getting it from me. I got all my bags. Where the hell are my bags? It's not the pick. I don't have this. That's nasty. I got all my bags. I don't give a dang. Shoot. Freaking outside their daggone mind. Maybe I should do a 10 bids auction for the Over a Pipe channel. Martin, in your opinion, do you feel tongue bite is caused by wet tobacco or a bad pipe, or is it the smoke in general? I feel the drier I have smoked a tobacco in terms of drying it out, the vastly less tongue bite I get. I'm sure many could attest to that. Let's see what everybody's smoking. RD's got some pirate cake and a Saint Nick. I like it. I wouldn't pay that for anything. Not in a million years. I have 4 bags. I would feel dirty. So right. But the thing is, it's not domestic people buying them mostly. And I know this because of how much I get hit up on Instagram and Facebook.
Excuse me.
Drinking
I'd like to
Anchor
ask
and
you
not
a few
smoking
questions.
Esso. Well, I am appalled. Yeah, right. I know. It's not even original rectangular. No, it's not. At least that one looks good. Joe Krantz for that baby. Only almost 3 pounds. I figured it'd be more. Fooling their money. I mean, if they got it, Mike, more power to them. Yeah, Stellar, I can see that. I could absolutely see that. Oh, a random blend of Virginia Cavendish Orientals and an ABU bent billiard. Nice. I like it. Orlick Racing Green with coffee. I like it, Glumchum. Yeah, Mark, I think they might, but the reality is there's always somebody that's willing to pay for it. One or the other, Phil, I'm not sure. Stick to that haunted bookshop. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Having some Escudo in a Radice Dublin that I got from Mike. Nice. Real nice. Mike's a solid guy. Yeah, I know. Flipper, right? That's a great price. No. Let's see. We had a question. Do you keep the Esoterica stuff in the bags long term or jar it up? I will seal them in the Mylar food grade bags, and I will, whatever I break open, I jar immediately. So yeah, no, it's a great question. But yeah, I seal them. I seal them up exactly what they're in Mylar bags. The tins, I just use a parafilm around it, so my wife, isn't offended by the smoke all the time, or the lot of Kia. Which how it goes. Steve Martin from Little Shop of Horrors was so creepy and great. Northwoods in a 320. Sharp Teeth. I could believe that. Haunted Bookshop. And a 7LA623. GBD London made with some Peterson Royal Yacht. 1993 McClellan's. Nice. Look at that. Yeah, I would concur. I think it's mostly wetback. Cobb BRM Coffee. Sixpence and a 673 Alligator Blue MB Golden Extra. Some McBaron, baby. Got an Irish Seconds Peterson 69 shape with Silent Night. That would be a good one to smoke. Christmas Eve, some Silent Night. Not smoking at the moment. but drinking a natty daddy, baby. Yes, sir.
It's Miller time.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. You know, I've seen people do trades for that stuff, Robert. You'd be surprised. But if you're trading, more power to you. Cloudbear, I don't know where it's at. I thought I got it, but apparently somebody sent me something different that was gross. The wife will find it. The wife will find it. I'll open it up probably tomorrow.
Excuse me.
But I'll find it.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, McClellan was sky high. But I had a feeling that Parafilm's really good. I have a pretty large box. It's the wider box, the wider as it rolls out. And I just cut and it's perfect. I'm not lying to you. Like, if I'm lying, I'm dying. But the one that's kind of double width is great, because if you just snip off like a 3/4 inch right here, you can put that around the tin, and you can literally just stretch it all the way around. It's perfect fit every time. Every time. Every tin I've done, it's the exact same. Martin, do you use honey to break in a new pipe? And do you feel the type of briar affects how the pipe breaks in? And does a rusticated pipe break in faster than smooth? Okay, multi-part. Let's see if I can keep this up. Honey? No, I do not. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why that came from there. I know that specifically when I watch Peterson make their pipes, they just carbonize the inside, which what's the difference between that and just smoking tobacco? So I don't. I absolutely do not. I just smoke the dang thing. I smoke it and enjoy it, and I go with it. Do I think the type of briars, and like maybe the type of because I mean I don't know all the specific, like it's only one briar, but like different people that cut it and everything else and age it. So I mean, like cobs, between briars, between meerschaums, they don't really need anything. Different types of wood, yeah, I'm sure that varies some. Briars, not a big deal. I mean, after you smoke it a few times, I feel like it does just fine. Cobs, on the other hand, have a stumble down here that you have to burn down over time, and it's awful tasting. Probably why Mike doesn't like them. And then, like, you know, then it's fine after that. Rusticated, I enjoy the feel of rusticated pipes and the look of smooth. So I don't think that they have any varying degrees of break-in quality, other than just the fact that, you know, I can drop the rusticated and I don't notice. That's probably my thing. More likely. He can get his money worth all day. Daniel's always welcome. Madre, good to see you, sir. Welcome aboard. Welcome for sure. Chad, it's good to see you. Yes, the word of the day. And I'm going to have to go back and watch everything, and I spilled stuff on names that I need to get down. Whoopsie. Yep, a little dabble, do you? Yes, the word of the day is mango. Mango. It's probably spelled mango, but it's a verb, and it's to remove the innards of stuff, especially with spicy foods. Seal and pickle or pour boiling vinegar over, for instance, a fruit. Mango. Mango. I can see it building a cake faster just because sugar burns quicker and it's going to adhere to it, but I don't know. Like, I just don't want to risk ghosting my pipe. Load it and suck it.
Oh, my.
My goodness. Let's see. Samuel Clemens hated cobs so much he paid someone else to break them. I believe it. But we had a general that absolutely liked him.
Excuse me. I'd like to
I
ask
saw
you
one
a few
video
questions.
where the guy uses activated charcoal mixed with sour cream to make a paste to recoat a bowl that is getting a burnt hole in it. I mean, people will do desperate things. Desperate times called for desperate sour cream. Oh, a paneled half rusticated is tactile heaven. Nice. I can see that. Martin, if you know why do some carvers drill the draft hole bigger than others, doesn't a bigger draft hole risk tobacco coming into the stem? I don't know if that's the case, just because I think it depends on how you pack the bowl. Again, the way I usually pack a bowl, unless it's just ribbon cut, something like that, you know, I want to get a decent compression down there, just so that way the tobacco is you know, it's fairly tight, not too tight, but tight enough that I'm not getting much back down the draft hole. But I'm sure some of the excellent woodworkers in here and carvers can also enlighten you on that one. Sour cream and charcoal is common bowl coating among carvers. Inert, food safe. Got it. Makes it. I mean, sour cream. I don't know. Are we making a baked ziti or are we smoking a pipe? Either way, John Galdieri, where is he hiding at? Where is he lurking? Yeah, don't suck too hard. All right, what else do we have for the day? So today, the quote of the day is, we have several because it's International Tea Day, by the way. There's something in the nature of tea that leads us into a world of quiet contemplation of life. Lin Yutang. Tea time is a chance to slow down, pull back, and appreciate our surroundings. Latita Baldridge. You can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me, C.S. Lewis. Where there's tea, there's hope. Arthur Wing Pinero. The spirit of the tea beverage is one of peace, comfort, and refinement. Pinkies up. Arthur Gray. Tea is part of daily life. It is as simple as eating when hungry and drinking when thirsty. Yamamoto Soshin. And yes, I pronounced that right. Rainy days should be spent at home with a cup of tea and a good book. Bill Watterson. I like that. Good quotes. Sour cream is in stroganoff. It darn well be. All right, some of the observances today is the Bill of Rights Day here in the U.S., so congratulations for your rights. Hold them dear. RD, it's good to see you, sir. Let's see. It is Cat Herders Day. Does anybody know the origin of this one? Cat herders? Are there such things as cat herders? Like meow meow? Like meow 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 meow? Like cat herders? It is International Tea Day, which I do have some of my tea that I got when I took some of my people out to Zipapados. God, I didn't think I could spend over $300 for 7 people. Apparently I can. National Cupcake Day. All right. I'm a cupcake person. Sort of. I like, it's just got to be a plain cupcake for me. National Lemon Cupcake Day. Can't do it. Can't do it at all. Yeah, nope. And National Wear Your Pearls Day. I don't know if she's wearing pearls.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
This is for her, 100%. What do you mean, my people?
Ooh, the best thing about is you're going to taste some floral infusions and you're going to taste some weird flavors. Some of them are pretty good. Don't get me wrong.
Wow, that went far. Well, Cliff, I don't doubt that one bit. Swedish meatballs. I like them. Let's see. Oh, today is also Lager Beer Day. So, by the way, I do have my said lager. Yep, I have my lager. No, cupcake. No, thank you. But it is Lager Beer Day. That is December 11th through the 17th, just so you know. A couple extra quotes for today. Why the hell are you spending that much on esoterica? Sorry. Okay, next quote. Martin. Happiness is good health and a bad memory. Ingrid Bergman. Let's see. I'd marry. We've read her before. I think we've read these before, period. Oh, here we go. This might be better. All marriages are happy. It's trying to live together afterward that causes all the problems. Shelley Winters. I think we read that one before, too. I like it, though. Oh, here's one. Man is not made for society, but society is made for the man. No institution can be good,
I'd like to ask
which
you a
does
few
not
questions.
tend to improve the individual. Margaret Fuller, American social reformer. If I had a tobacco that surprised me in a good way, like I assumed it would not have, yeah, I've had a few of those. I would say plum pudding was the one that surprised me the most when I tried it, because it's a massive broken flake. I was having a very hard time with it. Finally got able to get the lighting and tamping, everything in good rhythm. And then it was solid afterwards. So plum pudding would absolutely be one that I, for sure, was surprised about. You need a shower, Ganj. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, showers are good. Always shower. Sanitation.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What tobacco do I have a love/hate for? A love/hate for, so either or. I would say one that I have a love/hate relationship with is Rattray's Old Gallery. I love the way the tin smells. I enjoy usually the second to third portion, quarter of the bowl, and then I can't stand it the rest of the way. That's a fact. I used to not like Pembroke, and then it grew on me, which like so many blends do. And that happens. And I'm gonna have to scroll back through for sentences, so I'll get the word of the days in. So if you did the word of the day, I will swing back through probably Friday and pull those. First off, if you did a word of the day today, put a thumbs up in the chat, and I'm gonna go ahead and write you down, so that way I can go back and look for you. So put a thumbs up, and I can write you down real quick.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few
Dan
questions.
Leslie asks, is there a blend you won't smoke again? Yes. That would be Very Cherry by Lane. Absolutely. Here's a great question for all of you sports fanatics out there, because I know there's a ton of you. So for 110s, who can answer it first? In 1997, the San Francisco 49ers retired Joe Montana's number 16 during halftime of a game against what team?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Stuck on an island, pipe and tobacco? It's going to be a Phil Rivera. This one right here. I got to do something with my audio because this pipe is a beauty. Boy. Fix this at some point. There we go. My fat rear end must have bent that or something. And then blend Stonehaven, because that's what I smoke in it. Miami, Raiders, Dolphins. Oh, Big Country with the win. Broncos. The Broncos. There he is. Good one. It was the Denver Broncos. Very nice. We're going to get a few more of them. Might do some on this day in history as well. just to see certain people's ability to think of certain things. Let's see. Here's a history one for you. In 1984, actress Sally Field marries what gentleman?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Big country got it, that's for sure. Who first mangoed cotton candy? Okay. I don't know. I don't know Smoke Kentucky Piper, but I'll take it. Oh, that's a permanent marker, not using that. I need to put that somewhere. Ah, gosh almighty. Ugh. Got marker. That was Smoke Kentucky Piper. Who I just put as Smoke Kentucky because it makes it easier on my brain. Phil did one. Who else did one? Any other thumbs up? Lurker. Troy. Who else? The Bearded. Brad, welcome aboard, by the way. You'll get 110s as well. For any of y'all that missed Tuesdays, we did do a giveaway of Stonehaven. Because that's the thing. You never know. And this bag is starting to get empty. This bag is starting to get empty. Slightly. By the way, all the other ones were mailed out. Brad. The Bearded Piper. So, be careful what you miss. Be careful what you miss. That is all true. Let's see. Burt Reynolds. Wow, that would be an odd one. Oh, of course, Chad comes in there with Alan Greaseman. Nailed it. Nailed it, absolutely. Let's see. Here's one. In 2001, what structure in Italy reopened after 11 years and $27 million spent to stabilize it? It's a good question. It's a really good one. I like that. We are going to get up the whatever over a pipe of fortune at some point. I'm going to continue to work on that. I haven't quite gotten there yet. I'm still waiting for my wife to give me the password for for all of the whatchamacallit.
What am I doing?
Microsoft password, so I can finally use the thing, so I can do the thing.
Yeah, I can do that.
Stellar Seller in there with the win. Good on you. Look at you, sir. Boom. Let's see. I didn't see anything good there. I didn't see anything good there.
Yeah.
No, I just, sometimes I don't see anything good and I'm like, I'm just going to pass. Here we go. What major university football head coach announced his retirement in 1982? That's a good one. She's unable to see chat right now, by the way, just FYI. No, Chad's in there hard. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't even ask a I shouldn't ask any question that relates to Alabama because Chad's gonna nail that in 5 seconds. Flat. Okay, that was too easy. That was easily too easy. Let's see. In 1994, Elvis the Tribute aired on what TV network? There we go. What TV network was it? Wow. Chad. Everett gets this one. It was ABC. That is correct. It was ABC. This is how you earn 10s for fun. Lots and lots of it. All right. Let's see real quick as well. Here we go. This will be a fun one. In 1973, Aerosmith performed on American Bandstand. What song did they play? There you go.
You get nothing. You lose.
I didn't realize that was in there, Stellar. And it was Dream On. Stellar is in there hard. I feel like he's got access to my notes. And I guess I'll have to give you an extra 50 back for that one. Just easier to do this. That was way off on some. That's okay. Everybody's way off on a few. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here's a tough one. This is a good one though. In 1979, Martin Sheen and what male artist were guests on Saturday Night Live? It probably did sound bad. I'll read that one again. 1979, Martin Sheen and what male artist were guests on Saturday Night Live? No, it was not Dale. It was not Brad Pitt. I don't think is an artist.
He's an
Huh?
artist. He's an artist.
Who?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is not an artist.
He's an actor.
Brad Pitt is not. There it is. I feel like Sting was a very good guess. But no, Phil is not correct. It's not Brad Pitt. I'm not lying. Like Sting was probably the closest, I would say. But it wasn't Sting. Well, we got a lot of good ones in here. Andy Warhol. Snoop Dogg. Oh, Texas got it. It was Bowie. Get it, Tex. Paul Simon, that's a good one. I like Paul Simon. Boom. Very nice. Very nice.
Excuse me.
Painter.
I'd like
Painter.
to ask
I'm
you
sorry.
a few questions.
I'm sorry. Here's a question. What year did Mo of the Three Stooges Dying, what was his real name? I can Google it real fast, but I have no clue. Go on with your bad self. Let's see. Lots of fun. Those are good ones. Those make good ones. Those make good little questions. Those do have some good little questions. I like those. I like them a lot. I do like them a lot. I mean, you can get it, you know, Mo Howard. Was it Mo Howard? I did not know that. What was the dark-haired guy that was like the fourth? Shep? No. What was his name? Shemp. How did they come up with the name Shemp? There's got to be a story behind that name. How, like, you can't tell me there's not a major story behind Shemp. Curly Joe. Shemp Horowitz. Real name. There it is. Now I want to know what his parents thought. He must have loved some shrimp because his name was Shemp. That's okay. I'm good with it. I'm very, 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 very pleased. I'm very, very pleased by it. I mean, I would be okay with that name. Now that I know. I wasn't okay before, but I am okay now. I am indeed okay now. All right, stupid computer. Oh, did I mention I had to redo like everything for like an hour? Because of course something completely dumb had to go absolutely nuts. Keep the questions coming because we're going to zoom it up a little. We got a little time. I won't be too tired before tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I know system. Gosh almighty. Turn this on, turn that on. Me. There we go. The link is always open to everybody, by the way. You do not have to be shy at all. And you never know. You might just meet me. It has happened.
Excuse me.
Tis happened
like to
before.
Ask you a few questions.
Oh, I have no... In Italy? Good luck there. Good luck there all day long, sir. Very, very good luck.
Man, go, get you.
Don't meet him, though. He sucks. One of the worst guys ever. Mike could tell you that. Easily, he could tell you that. Mike's got the red light district going on.
Who fits?
I'm going to turn that music down a little bit.
Hey, Chad.
Guess
Hey, Mike.
what?
Hey, Katrina.
I got a fever.
More.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
It is more cowbell. I'm going to bring you up a little bit, Mike. There we go. I got you now.
Hey, Martin, Katrine, Mike.
More up?
Yep. You're there. No, you're good. I was bringing the volume up a bit. Oh, she's got to find the headphones. Now she wants to hear. Chad gets on. Mike gets on.
Hey, Glenn. Hey, Phil.
When you're just
Greetings.
talking to yourself, I can hear you.
Hey, Burley King.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm hanging in.
The Burley King.
I thought I could smell Burley somewhere.
Oh, a little bit.
Great white north and the great gray north.
Wow. God. Yikes.
Oh, boy. I get your address too, Phil. You're on my clipboard. Hello, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Todinsky.
Todd, good to see you, sir. And better, Todd. Good to see you both.
Hi.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
The red light brings out the blonde, is what Cliff just said, Mike. I'm
Cliff, no.
Ethan, good to see you.
Well, where Cliff hangs out, they call it beauty lighting.
His name was Samuel Horowitz. Interesting. I'm good with that. And by the way,
I thought that's what they called business district.
Depends on the business.
Although, looking at Todd, I see the same hue, the same lighting.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little. All I saw right there was Robert's
And
big burly
everybody's in red,
chest.
too. Everybody's in red tonight.
I'm not. I'm in purple.
Nope, I'm not.
I'm not scared.
I'm in black and camouflage.
Black and camouflage. I appreciate it. Very nice.
My sweatshirt is black and my pants are camouflage.
Well, if it's dark, you are well concealed.
Martin, you got a full house in here tonight. I'm gonna drop out and watch the chat. Give somebody else a chance to talk.
Sounds good, Chad. Appreciate you.
I was just thinking now that Better
do the
Todd
same.
said that if Mike was running across a dark field right now, I'd swear to God it was a floating head.
Oh my God! Wow.
And my windows were down.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
No, he said that.
So, Mike, how are things going? Or did I lose?
No, I think Mike dropped. He said he was going to drop as well.
Oh, Mike said he was dropping as well.
Yeah.
Gotcha. They're just dropping, Glenn. It's like it's like a party line. We get everybody in, and then everybody bails.
Like flies.
Hey, Jacob.
I might have missed the last couple days, but I gotta say, what in the world happened to your beard, Glenn?
No.
And your hair.
Oh no.
Well, okay, the hair's still there. You
tough crowd.
The hair is still here.
Incident with the riding mower and 911.
The beard had to go for a little bit because of the psoriasis on my face. So I had to give my face a break. So.
Oh, Dennis, I understand. I get it.
Everett's
just didn't know if like
beard in recovery.
Everett's had a
didn't know
much
if the
better
wife,
story.
like mandated it or something.
I put out an all points bulletin for hair transplants, and Glenn was the only one that volunteered his hair for me.
Karen,
Well,
Karen was not willing.
I'd do that for a mate too, Robert.
Glenn's actually asked his doctor for reparations.
Hey, here's
reparations.
Here's a Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. All right, here's a question for Phil. Here's a question for Phil. Beep, 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 beep. I'm sending out Morse code now. Do carvers prefer, do pipe carvers, and this you too, Glenn, or anybody else that does it too, do pipe carvers prefer to make rusticated pipe or sandblasted? Is there a specific preference?
Let me guess, Daniel.
Great questions.
No, you,
Go on,
you
Phil.
kinda gotta, you start out with the idea of doing a smooth, if it's got nice grain. Sometimes there's inclusions, you have to rusticate it, or you have to sandblast it. It depends. You kind of have to go with what the briar gives you.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that.
So I'll give you the no BS answer now. So a rusticated pipe happens when a pipe carver is buffing a smooth pipe and they send it across the workshop.
The Olympic pipe toss forgot to keep your finger in the bowl.
Oh no. That's one for you right there. Glenn, always make sure you keep the finger in the bowl.
Always keep the finger in the bowl.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few
We
questions.
could have made that worse, but I'm just trying to abstain a little bit. I feel like
I mean, in years past, me and another pipe carver who Glenn knows, like 2 or 3 times did synchronized pipe tosses.
God. I gotta reload my pipe.
Martin, I gotta say, when you're talking about how you store your esoterica,
yeah,
there was a lot of that's what she said.
No.
Material right there.
No.
I put it in the chat and no one commented, and I was just crying into my beard.
You put in the chat, rack 'em, stack 'em, and bag 'em? Is that what you put?
No, something like wrapping real tight or spreading real wide.
I was talking about parafilm. I was talking about the tins.
Man, Martin.
Oh.
Todd, can you smoke in your new place? That would be a good question. Todd, let us know. I imagine so.
Todd did.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I recalled.
his first night in, he got permission to christen the house by having a smoke inside.
There we go.
Oh, you have to.
Robert, what are you smoking tonight in your bed?
I am not smoking tonight. I am taking a night off, actually.
Night off.
Really?
I don't blame you.
Yep.
I don't blame you.
I'm here for Phil. I'm supporting his dipping habit now.
I was just gonna say, Robert's been chewing my ass for days now. I'm
trying to get him off the cigarettes and back on, the Copenhagen, and I'm taking one for the team.
There we go. There we go.
I did the Copenhagen, and I forgot how freaking salty it is.
Are you on the dip, Phil?
Yeah, I've got a tin of Copenhagen, and I forgot how salty.
That's nasty.
I used to chew Red Man, Beech Nut, and Copenhagen when I was like 15, 17 years old.
They ordered on the snooze.
I feel like I'm dipping every time I get tobacco in my mouth from the first draw.
The problem is I drink so much coffee, I can't spit enough to get a mouthful of coffee.
Oh, no.
You got to take the chew out, spit, take a drip of coffee, put it back in.
What's worse is it looks the same. Oh, that's not good, is it?
Hey,
you still do the
that's
chewing
what she
tobacco,
said, buddy.
Phil.
My stepfather was a history, English, and math teacher. And when we lived in Crescent City, which is a fishing and logging town, he came home a couple times from school sick because some of the students had spit their chew in his coffee cup.
Oh no! God!
Excuse me.
Hey,
I'd
that's
like
breakfast
to
for
ask
me.
you a few questions.
Yeah, I mean, that's cringeworthy, but if you knew him, couldn't have happened to a better person.
That's why you're taking a break there, Robert. A little too much in your coffee.
This is the same guy that told us we had a bubbling mineral spring on our property and dug it out. Every morning went out and had a cup of it. It was the freaking septic tank leaching over.
You have some very tasteful stories tonight, Phil.
That's disgusting.
That is nasty. That's something that I would expect to be on dirty jobs. Here's a question for pipe makers from Daniel Leslie. What's the hardest part of making a pipe?
The stem.
I would say the stem takes the most time and focus, but most of the pipe carvers I know, the part we do everything else, and the part we hate to do is that transition from the bowl to the shank.
Okay. What do you?
Yeah, but
that'll determine whether it's
lathe.
a shank or a chair leg.
You put it on the lathe, and you're always left that little square piece at the end, at the beginning where the stem comes, and you got to.
You can do the front, you can do the sides. It's that part right around the shank that takes.
Conrad, good to see you.
You walk away and you come back the next day to finish it.
Now, what is there anything specific you do with any of the blocks that have plateau on them, or just bark or
Wire
whatever it
brush,
is?
and if you want a plateau top, you wire brush it to clean off the bark.
Got it.
Turn it upside down.
Yeah, if it's not spectacularly, or
Yeah,
it's uneven,
about to say it depends on how good the plateau is.
Yeah.
It depends on the plateau.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But you're not gonna know that till you
on
wire
the
brush off the
plateau,
bark.
It's actually sharp enough; it'll actually cut you.
Excuse me. I'd like to
Just
ask
do what
you a few
all the pipe
questions.
makers do and buy them pre-drilled.
Yeah. Is there a specific reason why a pipe maker might?
Running. That's what I've been doing wrong for 12 years.
Is there a specific reason why a pipe maker would drill the shank before they drill the bowl?
I do. I drill the mortise first with the brad point,
Yeah.
and that makes a center point for the drill for the airway.
Okay.
I drill that. Then I drill the chamber. I put a stainless steel rod down the airway.
Right.
I drill until I feel the chatter on the stainless steel, and then I just go that last 3-4 millimeters with
okay.
a flashlight instead of
And plus,
over-drilling
if you drill that first, and there's a problem, then you don't want to get to that problem after you've done all your work. if you drill first and there's a problem, then you can start over.
Oh, the bad apple has an equally bad story.
If you ask 12 different pipe makers, you get 12 different reasons why they do things the way they do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, basically, when I'm working on something, I want it to meet where it's supposed to meet. I don't want to drill the airway or drill the tobacco chamber and then drill the airway and I had a hiccup or something or a twitch and now the airway's high or low.
Yeah, it sounds mostly like process of elimination and like trial and error and
yeah.
A lot
If you
want
to find a problem with a pipe, you want to find it real quick and be done with it. You don't want to go and find that at the end.
The bad apple said when
waste all your time.
When he was in school, if a teacher caught you dipping
18 hours into a pipe and then finding
Excuse me.
Right.
I'd like
the
to
bad apple
ask
said
you
when
a
the
few
teacher caught them
questions.
dipping, they'd make them swallow it.
I was swallowing when I was 14, Martin.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? I'm sorry. What? Excuse me?
I was swallowing when I was 14.
Yeah,
That
my wife blushed hard.
I
Let's
know,
see.
I
Sorry, my bad.
I was like, I ain't touching that one.
So Robert's not a spitter, he's a swallower. Jesus.
I was actually right.
Oh my
Everett,
God.
the pearl necklace thing chimed in.
Oh
wow!
Of course, the nicotine hits right then for Everett.
Well, I had to get Everett in the conversation. I knew that would get him.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hook, line, and
Excuse me.
sinker right there.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I was just sitting here nice and quiet, minding my own business.
Yeah, me too. I was looking at my phone and suddenly my head popped up and I looked at it and I was like, huh?
So as pipe makers, would anybody consider selecting the block a challenge or a skill? Or is it a challenge that becomes a skill?
Skill. You got to be able to read the briar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that comes with time.
It's also a lottery.
It can be the straightest grain that would make Dunhill go over in his grave, and you drill it, and there's a big old inclusion in the middle of it, so you can't see into it. You can only judge from the outside.
I would say 1% of Dunhill has great grain. I have seen 1 out of 100 Dunhills that has great grain.
Yeah.
They have terrible grain.
I mean, back in the day, it was more common because there was a bigger selection. They didn't have to just utilize everything they have, like all of us do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, finding a Dunhill ring grain blast that's any good is like, trying to find rock horse crap.
It is.
It's very, very rare.
Dunhill was not about the grain. It was about no inclusions. It was whatever. It was burl. Burl was the biggest of Dunhill, what they used. To get a straight grain Dunhill is very freaking rare.
Ethan said he was dipping wintergreen long cut from 12 to 16.
Choosh.
We always started with the.
I love
the
Glenn's reactions almost as much as Stonehaven.
You know what? I tried dip once. I lasted about 30 seconds. I wanted to puke my toenails up.
Completely natural. That's completely natural.
When I was a kid, Longhorn, Grizzly, none of that existed. There was Copenhagen, there was Skull, there was Red Man, which is no longer called Red Man. It's Woke Man or something like that.
No, it's America's Choice or something.
Yeah. Then there was
This is what I do right now. Is the Longhorn. I get the tubs.
Oh my gosh.
12
man,
Let
you're
me,
serious.
Good Lord, have mercy.
All day for me.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
That cost him less than 1 tin of Copenhagen cost me here in California.
This is $12, Phil. It's 12 cans, $12.
I paid $10 and some change for a Copenhagen pouch.
Phil, do you like chewing tobacco still? Because you can get a pound of Stoker's for about $20 here.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to do it just to reduce my cravings for a cigarette with the COPD and it.
Phil, do y'all, any of the pipe makers, has anybody done a meerschaum pipe?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I have. I made a falcon bowl out of it and it exploded.
Oh my gosh! Like,
I
do you
actually have a block of meerschaum I was supposed to send Jay Mouton, and I'm glad you mentioned that. I've got to get that out.
is that done like on a lathe, or you do it by hand, or like lathe?
On a lathe.
Okay, I figure you get the most consistent in terms of shapes and everything.
You got to soak it. You got to wet it.
I thought of that, Glenn, or Phil, either Glenn or Phil. I've never done a meerschaum, but I was wondering if it had to be wet.
It does.
Yep.
Or it explodes.
Yes.
I did mine, and I just chucked it up like briar. I didn't put as much tension on it, and I did it dry.
Yeah.
Just like I would briar, and it worked with my tools. It worked fine. My problem was
I soaked it, and it peeled
even
off
with
like soap.
2,000 grit sandpaper, I couldn't get it smooth.
That was the problem I had.
I
don't know
ended
how
up
they do
having
it.
to wax it, heat it up, and put beeswax on it, and then sand it.
I was watching a YouTube video on how they extract the meerschaum, and when they bring the blocks out, they're constantly wetting the blocks. They're keeping them wet the whole time. It's not like briar where you wet it and let it dry and cure and all this stuff. They keep it wet completely the whole time.
So it's a really crazy clay
They
mineral.
freehand everything. They drill it, and they still can't connect the airway in a
I need to
full
show Tex your
property.
pictures. Tex. I need to show Tex's pictures. Sorry. I'm
Martin,
sorry.
show them off, man.
Yes. All right. Sorry.
I've been into a meerschaum
One
mine
second.
in
Hold on.
Turkey.
Yeah, hold on,
And
one
I'm a
second.
geologist.
One
so
second, I'm
I
gonna pull
nerd out on meerschaum, which is what
I
I'm
love
smoking
these.
now.
I love these. I'm gonna pull those up.
Now there's a lot less gray in my beard. I warn y'all.
Let's see. All right,
And
so
maybe a few less pounds.
this
Maybe
is
it was the meerschaum mine exposure.
this is the man himself being lowered in, and that looks eerily like a coffin hole. So I'm gonna go next one because that just freaks me
They
out.
can stack them about 40 deep.
All right, so how loud was it drilling this?
I don't know. I was in such a state of ecstatic glee. Couldn't
Yeah,
tell
you're
you.
like a kid in a candy store. You don't remember.
Oh,
the
it
noise.
was. My friends and girlfriend at the time were laughing their asses off at me. I was just ecstatic.
Right.
Like I was dating a Kurdish girl at the time. I don't know how I found this guy. I can show his. Send y'all the link in chat. He has a webpage. Hussein Yavuts, who made this pipe for me, custom.
Holy cow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's got the blue bonnets
hold on.
from Texas and
Oh, yeah.
he made
Jacob, was
another
that
one for
in
me.
Eskishire?
Let me show that.
What's that?
Was that in Eskishire?
Yeah, I went to Eskishire. I actually did a
show that one
I
again.
lived in Turkey for about a year and a half doing geologic hazards for a pipeline.
Show that pipe
and
again.
I just found out. I somehow got to. Fatma found someone I could talk to, and yeah, he was more than happy to take me to his personal mine. Went down in there, and it was the bee's knees.
Show off that
Can you
pipe
show-
again real
Can you
quick.
show the pipe again? Can you put the pipe back up?
Yeah, so this is blue bonnet, which is the state flower of Texas.
Oh yeah.
And then
Nice.
the shape of Texas, which isn't bad for a man who's never left Turkey. And he made one that had
Well, I mean, we would all recognize it as Texas.
exactly. And he made another one for me that had the geology rock hammers crossed like a pirate bullshit and a bunch of really intricate rope work. And unfortunately, I can't find it in all my travels I've done. But I do have another one of his, which was a portrait. And man, it was some cool shit. And honestly, those guys make nothing to mine it out. And the carvers make a lot less than you think.
You'll find that pipe exactly where you left it.
Brother, I
Oh,
think it got
man.
lost in a box somewhere, and it's gone to the ages.
We're having a
It's
massive
typical,
debate
it's always
between
the
Kodiak
middleman
and
that makes the
Copenhagen.
What was that, Glenn?
So it's typical. It's always the middleman that makes all the money. It's never the carvers or the suppliers.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah. I'm
That
going to
makes
go ahead
sense.
and put his
Turkey has,
webpage in the
to
chat
some
real quick.
extent, mitigated that because now they forbid the export of it and all
Excuse
that.
me.
So,
I'd
they're
like
still
to
not making
ask
the
you
money
a few
that's
questions.
taken off of it.
What's the difference between block meerschaum and a higher quality meerschaum?
block meerschaum is block
Yeah.
meerschaum is natural. It has a pearlescent look.
Oh.
It is the high quality meerschaum.
That's the highest quality is block meerschaum, and
Yeah.
you have the
Pressed meerschaum, which is the dust left over, pressed under high pressure into whatever, and then you can get them in the mail, and they're just nothing but a pile of powder.
I think China's making most of them now.
That would make sense.
Excuse me. I'd like
I
to
wouldn't be
ask you a
surprised.
few
It's a
questions.
clay mineral, and it's really goofy. It's often formed in I won't give you the geology lecture, but it's freaking crazy.
Well, you have
There's
that,
actually
and then you
some
have
in South
African
Carolina.
meerschaum, which is a little more crystalline and turns black.
Yep. There's actually a meerschaum deposit in South Carolina.
I just said that.
Up. Yep.
It's actually
Apparently, I've heard the one in New Mexico as well.
but the quality is not as great as what you
Yeah.
find in Eskisha here.
Oh no.
And meerschaum is what, a German word, Dutch word? It means
Seafoam.
Yeah,
Seafoam.
meerschaum.
Jawohl.
Yeah,
It
boy.
means seafoam.
Bring on the German chick.
Hey, Karen.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Ja. Ich spreche
And,
Deutsch.
and I think who was
Ja,
the
oder nein.
German carver that did all the great quality meerschaums? Bauer.
Yep.
I think he actually owned a mine in Turkey. That's the only way he was able to keep producing.
Hey, Karen.
Katrin.
Katrin. I thought you
Katrine.
said it was
Call
Karen.
her Katrine. I say her name incorrectly.
I'll say
Karen's
Katrine.
my girl.
Yep.
I was talking to Martin when we were hanging out about my German wife, Pauline, and man, it's uncanny. Y'all got
Excuse
some
me.
similarities.
I'd
I
like
feel
to
another
ask you a few
me,
questions.
And Martin and I can stay sane.
Yeah, we that's the full premise
Yeah.
of everything in my life. I agree wholeheartedly. Quick question for the pipe makers: how did you specifically get into pipe making? Learn how to pipe making, and how much trial or error did it take? And that's not a Daniel Leslie question, by the way.
I am not going to answer that because in 3 radio interviews I've been asked the same bloody question.
All right, check the radio interview.
I'm not a pipe maker, so I don't. I just mess around with it.
We have a bunch of people abandoning this question. Anybody else?
Nobody wants to answer.
Nobody wants to answer this. I'd probably.
Okay, I got into it by saying, how hard can it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that answer. I think that's how most
Similar-
things are.
I had a friend in karaoke, and this is back when the Lord of the Rings films were starting up, and one of my buddies said that'd be really cool to have one of those Gandalf pipes. I said, what, you mean those big old church warden things?
Right.
Yeah, I said, I'll make you one. He said, do you know how to make it? I said, no. How hard can it be? And I spent 6 months cramming every bit of information I could get and drilling out freaking pine. I figured if you can drill a straight hole in pine and bottle brush root, you can drill a straight hole in anything. You know? So,
What is a mortar pipe? Because I need to know for this question.
Boggo.
What is it?
Mortar is a log that has been submerged in a swamp for thousands of years, and they dig them up.
Oh.
And it's like a black wood. Not the best material, in my opinion, for making a pipe, but to each their own.
Is there a demand for that?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Back in the turn of the last century, a lot of it was made into furniture or tourist items like spoons or whatever. But
mortar is fun to work with.
It's fun, but it's kind of like turning a 5,000-year-old corn cob. Get everything done. You push a stem into it, and it goes pop. Or you sandblasting, and you just about there, and a big old chunk goes flying off.
Oh my gosh.
There's a reason why the most mortar pipes are made into pokers. I'm just saying.
Unless you're Chris Asquith. And then he goes and makes bulldogs out of them.
Yeah, but Chris goes and digs up his own, so he's not fucking over the money for it either.
I mean,
Oh,
that's...
seen a lot of Moretti mortar pipes of late.
Yeah.
For some reason. Plenty of them around.
I know
It's
Brian
something that
Doran
most
does
pipe
some
carvers.
good mortar
You know, they
pipes, too.
do briar, they do whatever, and you want to try something else. But I find the whole mortar
Excuse me.
thing.
I'd like to ask
kind
you
of
a few
gimmicky,
questions.
'cause most of it, you look at their whole spiel, their pitches, it's 5,000 years old.
Mortar moves too much. It's not a very stable material.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not conducive to the way I do pipes with metal fitments and stuff, and worried about precision because it moves too much.
I'm just fascinated that there's even a demand for it. Like to me, it's like Briar's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Devoran mortar pipes are beautiful.
Yeah.
Brian
So is
Doran.
it,
Brian Doran does absolutely great.
so is it the grain? What is it?
No, Robert. Devoran.
Devoran, yeah.
Not Brian Doran. Devoran.
Now I don't know that one, Glenn, but I know Brian Doran does some great mortar pipes as well.
Yeah, look him up, man. Devoran makes really beautiful pipes.
Is it the
best
aesthetic
mortar
of
comes
the
out
grain?
Ukraine. And unfortunately, mortar's not coming out of Ukraine right now.
No.
I'm very fascinated that that's in demand. Wouldn't have a desire for one, but I mean, I guess I need to look them up just so I can see what they look like.
Another thing is, a lot of people think you don't have to let mortar dry. Every carver that does nothing but mortar, they produce the mortar, they carve the pipes, tells you it needs to rest.
Oh yeah.
What did you take him?
Glenn wasn't kidding. I just looked up this fella, DavorinMortarPipes.com, and they're stunning.
What is it called?
Yeah,
Where'd you find that?
DavorinMorTA pipes.com. They're stunning.
I have a question for the geologist.
Oh, scheisse.
Here we go.
Oh, I know. Any recommendations on where to go gem mining when we go to North Carolina?
Yeah, I've got some books on it. Unfortunately, a lot of the publicly available places are harder to go, but about an hour and a half northwest of here in Charlotte, there's a place called Hidden Night.
I was about to say Hidden Night.
And Hidden Night is where one of the largest emeralds was found in North America.
Wow.
The mineral Hidden Night's there.
Only place you can find it in the world is Hidden Night. It's definitely.
And I can
About
give
an
you the
hour
scoop
from me.
on where to dig there because I did a professional society field trip. A geologist owns the place. Geologists work there. We like our kind because we're weirdos. There's better places to dig than others.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. There's a sapphire mine, or corundum rather. Corundum can be sapphire if it's good quality, or ruby. It's just aluminum rust. Al2O3. Literally aluminum oxide.
Interesting.
I think you can still get into that one and quarry out your own. But yeah, next time y'all in town, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm from Texas, so I've been researching the shit here in North Carolina.
I see.
It's,
Yeah, see.
geotex.
Because we're going to like Bryson City up in the mountains, and we always do the gym panning. But I wonder if there's like actually something that's not just like somebody gets buckets from somewhere that is just random.
Excuse me.
There absolutely
I'd like
are.
to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, next time y'all are coming out this way for that stuff, Martin's got my number.
Yeah.
We'll go do some rock counting. I got some friends that are professors at Eastern Tennessee State University.
Cool.
Who are big into it. We'll make a whole damn field trip.
Yeah, because our whole family loves doing it. We have a lot of fun with it every time we go somewhere.
Hey, if I ever find gold in any rock I pull up, I quit. And when I was in Australia, in Queensland, Glen, there in Gladstone, I could look across off the island, and I knew there was proven gold stakes just across. And I'd sit there and go, I'm not paid enough to deal with this bullshit when there's gold in those hills.
Yeah.
Yes, Troy, I'm running out of time because I'm not Mike from Briar Blues. But Mike from Briar Blues did have a question. What? God, Mike. Jeez.
I'm your Huckleberry.
This is just to piss off pipe carvers. Even I know that. Even I get this question. Carvers, what grain on a pipe smokes the best? Straight, flame, cross, or mixed?
Everybody knows that straight grain pipes smoke better.
That's how much you paid for it. The more you spend, the better it smokes.
Good one, Glenn.
Everybody
knows.
who's a professional pipe smoker knows that straight grain pipes smoke better.
You know, everybody, if you go to an interview wearing a pinstripe suit, you get the job. Trust me, the guy wearing the plaid ain't getting the job.
God.
I have nipples.
But
Could
then
you help
again,
me?
Mike still wears white shoes and a white belt, so.
That's one of the biggest myths in pipe smoking.
Is it?
So I gotta say something real quick about mining in North Carolina. Reed's Gold Mine in North Carolina, which is about 30 minutes from me. We were the first county to actually find gold in the United States, and that was in North Carolina. Reed's Gold Mine open hidden night, like he said earlier, is another great place. But Reed's Gold Mine.
Reed as in a reed or V? Oh, never mind.
R-E-D-S. R-E-D-S.
See why she's smarter?
It's
North Carolina was gold mining, 20, 30 years before the California gold rush.
Yep. Mr. Reed had a doorstop, which was a rock that he had, and a jeweler came into his house and said, "How much you want for that rock?" And he said, "I don't know." He said, "Well, I'll give you $500 for it," and it turned out to be pure gold.
Oh,
and
wow!
Worth like today's money is like $500 million.
God, could I get something like that as a doorstop?
I heard different. I heard he sold it for $30, and the guy knew what it was and took it and sold it for value.
Yep.
That's amazing. But I'm also amazed that a lot of these mines are outside of Charlotte. I was expecting them to all be up in the mountains somewhere.
And by the way,
there's actually a gold mine
right here,
just southeast of Charlotte that's active near, not too far from Lancaster, the Hale Gold Mine. It's a little different geologic setting than Charlotte, but not too different.
Hey, what was that big deposit they found over in Africa? That's like supposed to be twice the amount that's already ored.
Was it in the Witwatersrand near in South Africa?
I didn't think it was in South Africa. I thought it was north. I'll search it.
It's a giant continent. But no, Robert's absolutely right. The Reed Gold Mine kind of started the gold rush in North Carolina, which UNC Charlotte is they're called the 49ers because they were the original gold rush.
Yep.
We had the first U.S. mint here, and I actually have to deal with abandoned mines for any development in uptown Charlotte because I work in geotechnical engineering. Yeah, that's a big deal. It's really cool.
You also
the gold
have
industry in North Carolina was so big they opened a mint.
Yeah, they did, and we also have Gold Hill, North Carolina, which is another gold mining town, about 15 minutes from me. It opened after the Reed Gold Mine. We found deposits in Gold Hill. They actually named the town Gold Hill, North Carolina. You can go there. It's more like boutique shops now.
Yeah.
They do have mining tours there, but definitely a great place to go and do some panning and things like that. There, people find nuggets, things still to this day.
So
we need to get together here soon, Robert.
Yeah.
And,
y'all should.
Absolutely.
Hey, Tex.
I want to hit the diamond fields.
Yep, the blood diamonds.
Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas.
Arkansas, yes.
Yeah.
So, Tex, Uganda discovered 31 million metric tons of gold ore. This was from July. What does TONNES mean?
Tons.
Yeah, but is that
a ton is 1,000 kilograms usually, right? Is it just?
I think it might be going to the metric ton.
Yeah.
But
It's
Okay.
different when you're talking about that. TONNE is different than tons.
Ah.
But I can't give you the exact, but it's a little bit different.
Glenn? What were you saying?
I know a standard imperial ton is 2,000 pounds.
Yep.
Metric is 2,200 pounds.
It's 2.2 pounds per kilogram. So
exactly.
roughly double.
Okay.
It's a lot, Martin.
Tex, is that a significant amount?
Yeah, I
I
started off trying to be an economic geologist, like for mining. I worked at a uranium mine, which explains a lot. And then I realized that it was far better to learn how to build the mines and heavy civil. It was more stable, so I went into engineering geology. But yeah, that's a fuckload of gold.
You got the metric ton, you got the imperial ton, and then you got a shit ton.
Yeah. I would say this is probably on that one because they're saying the extractable amount of this is 320,000 of those tons.
That's a shit ton.
That is a shit ton.
Then you have the Arkansas crap load.
If you're in Ireland, it's a shite ton.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's
Canadian.
That's crazy. Like,
hey, Katrine, I
used
messaged
to have
Martin.
a
Okay, cool.
friend
Thank
that
you.
was a geologist as well, but he worked for the oil companies, and he did the oil companies, and then he'd go to Thailand, Burma, Indonesia, and he did the minerals for the various gemstones.
Hey, Martin, that's a crap load of Stonehaven.
that's so much Stonehaven.
You could buy every bag of SO off of Tidbids right now.
I could buy Jermaine and Son.
And chat is completely not about any of this shit.
No, that's okay.
So you're aware.
Now, here's
Sorry, guys.
Speaking of precious metals, like, is it common? Because I have a couple of inlay pipes. Is it common to see like silver inlay or even potentially gold inlay on pipes?
Yeah.
Silver more than gold, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Peterson do gold spigots.
Not inlay.
Oh, that's true.
Not inlay. Appliques, you'll see.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Like, cause I have a couple Turkish pipes that are
gold bands. You got Peterson do gold spigots.
Yeah.
Gold band.
Dunhill has a gold pipe. The whole bloody pipe is gold. 25,000.
You'll find that they're like 14 karat gold, not 18 karat
Right.
gold or something like that.
So like this hen, I guess is what it's called, HIN, but it's a this has inlay in it, and I've always loved it.
Hold it up closer to the screen, Martin. I can't see that.
Let's see. Are you able to see any of that now?
That's what
Here,
she asked.
let me swap you real quick. All right, how's that?
Okay, yeah, that is proper inlay. That's curious though. The one thing you will see a lot of inlay, silver inlay, is back the early 1900s to
Down
about
to
the
less
30s.
than 1 minute.
The
Oh, yeah.
frat pipe, they would inlay in silver the logo of the college.
Good. Well, you know what? I had a lot of fun, and it just cut out. So I had a lot of fun. I love all you guys. I think y'all are great. Oh, as it happens. Thank you, Phil. Phil was right in the middle of it. We'll have to catch him on the next one for that. And that, you know what? That music is going to the wrong freaking thing. That is going to the chat, and it is absolutely not supposed to. So I'm going to fix that in a little bit. But either way, thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. We had a lot of fun. We're going to have fun tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Letter It Friday show where we get up to 50 viewers and we're giving away another ounce. We've already had a few winners. We're going to give away another ounce. So tell your friends, tell everybody you know. We get up 75, we give away a second ounce. So we will do it right. So I appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for joining in. Those damn donkeys. Gosh almighty. Good to see you, Country, Phil. Tony, it's good to see you, sir. Sorry I missed you earlier. Everett, the Bad Apple, Ganj, Tobacco Pipes International, WKR Piper, Cincinnati. Welcome aboard and appreciate y'all. Glumchub Matthew. Appreciate all of you. Ethan Suggs. Tex, good to see you. Stellar Seller. Love you guys. All briared up. Troy. God, did I say you? If not, I've said it again.
I'm kind of a big deal.
You are a big deal. Where have you been all my life?
Smells of rich mahogany.
Yes. Yes, sir. Such wonderfulness. Ron, it was good to see you, sir. Glad for everybody who's hanging out. Sweet Muffins. Hike of Life. Man, all of y'all appreciate you. I know. Such good people. Go, go, Godzilla. Appreciate y'all. Chad, Mike from Briar Blues, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Daniel, good questions.